Argentina defeated Colombia 1-0 in the final to win their second straight Copa America championship on Monday. Lautaro Martinez was the hero for Argentina as Messi leads the 2024 Copa America trophy. Now, 2 minutes prior to his substitution, Lionel Messi had a non-contact injury that required him to depart the field of play in the 66th minute. After racing and tripping, Messi hurt his ankle and had to be replaced by Nicolas Gonzalez with the score tied. Martinez, who had entered the game in the 97th minute, scored the game's winning goal in the second half of extra time after it ended goalless in regulation. Now, after a brilliant through pass from Giovanni Lo Celso to Martinez just outside the box in the 112th minute, the striker scored his 5th goal of the tournament with his right foot, and the goal happened to be his 29th goal overall for his country. Martinez then raced to the bench to give his captain a hug after netting the game's opening goal, which turned out to be the winner. The victory also ended Colombia's 28-game winning streak, which had begun with a defeat by the Albiceleste in February 2022. Now, Messi is now the most decorated football player of all time with 45 trophies. And so, as a Messi fan, I randomly remembered how Barcelona fans were trolled in the year 2016. And now look at it. Messi has gone ahead to win 4 prestigious international titles, with the biggest of them all since. And even in the end, Messi's redemption with Argentina became so legendary that even tragically injured in the final, his teammates still managed to win it for him. But then, there is you who still thinks that the GOAT debate is still on, not knowing that it had been over since. But then, just in case you still think we're still trying to debate who the GOAT of football is, I guess this Copa America has done a really good job solidifying everything. So yes, there's only one GOAT of football right now, which happens to be Lionel Messi Cocotini. Deal with it. Also, Spain struck late to win Euro 2024 with a 2-1 victory over England on Sunday in Berlin to capture the trophy for a record 4th time. Substitute Michael Oyarzabal scored a dramatic late winner as Spain confirmed their re-emergence as a force on the international stage and end their opponents' dreams of winning a first title in almost 6 decades. Spain lost influential midfielder Rodri to injury at halftime, but shrugged that off to take the lead within 2 minutes of the restart through Nico Williams, who was set up by his fellow star winger Lamine Yamal. England then came from behind, as they have done so often at these Euros, as substitute Cole Palmer drove in the equalizer on 73 minutes, moments after entering the fray. But of course, their resurgence was cut short as Oyarzabal, the Real Sociedad forward, turned in a cross in the 86th minute to hand Spain a record 4th European Championship crown and a 3rd in the last 5 editions. They previously won in 1964, 2008, and 2012, the last 2 titles coming either side of their triumph at the 2010 World Cup during the golden era of Xavi Hernandez, Xabi Alonso, and Andres Iniesta. Now, England had hoped to finally claim a first men's international title since their fabled victory at the 1966 World Cup, but fell just short in their first ever final on the foreign soil. Now, after the agony of their defeat on penalties to Italy 3 years ago, they are the first side ever to lose back-to-back Euros finals. Now, after the agony of their defeat on penalties to Italy 3 years ago, they are the first side ever to lose back-to-back Euros finals. Now, Captain Harry Kane, meanwhile, is left at the age of 30 still looking for the first trophy of a career so rich in goals. This defeat coming after a season in which he also won nothing with Bayern Munich. Manchester United signed Netherlands striker Joshua Zirkzee from Bologna in a deal worth a reported £36.5 million on Sunday. Now, Zirkzee agreed a 5-year contract with the Premier League club that includes the option of a further 12 months. United reportedly opted to pay slightly more than Zirkzee's £33.6 million release clause in order to spread the fee over a 3-year period to help with profits and sustainability roles. The 23-year-old rose to prominence in Serie A last season as he helped Bologna unexpectedly to qualify for the Champions League. He scored 12 goals in 37 appearances for Bologna last term and was also part of the Netherlands squad that reached the Euro 2024 semi-finals before losing to England. Turkey will now compete with Rasmus Højlund, Marcus Rashford, Alejandro Garnacho, and Anthony for a place in United's attack in the coming season. Also, Jadon Sancho has rejoined Manchester United training, marking the end of a prolonged rift with manager Erik ten Hag. The reconciliation comes after Sancho's initial refusal to apologize for publicly disputing ten Hag's reason for his exclusion from the squad for the Arsenal match in September. Jadon Sancho, who trained and ate alone for 4 months, was loaned back to Borussia Dortmund in January. Now, the 24-year-old winger struggled to find his form at Old Trafford following a £73 million transfer from Dortmund in 2021, but revitalized his career in the Bundesliga, playing a key role in Dortmund's journey to the Champions League final, where they were defeated by Real Madrid. Now, with Ten Hag's recent contract extension, Sancho's return to Manchester United seemed really unlikely. However, hopes are now high that Sancho will fully participate in the preseason activities and the club's tour of the United States later this month. Former Liverpool FC midfielder Thiago Alcantara has announced his retirement from professional football. Now, this decision marks the end of a distinguished career filled with numerous accolades and memorable moments. Thiago's journey in football began in the youth ranks of Barcelona, where he first broke into the senior team during the 2010-2011 season, a campaign that saw the Catalan club secure both the La Liga and Champions League titles. Renowned for his exceptional ball control and vision on the pitch, Thiago Alcantara became a key player for Barcelona over the next 2 seasons, adding another La Liga title, a FIFA Club World Cup, and a Copa del Rey to his collection. On the international stage, Thiago earned 46 caps for Spain and scored twice, further solidifying his reputation as one of the sport's most talented midfielders. In a heartfelt social media post, Thiago Alcantara expressed his gratitude and also reflected on his career. Also, former Liverpool striker Roberto Firmino has embraced a new calling, announcing his ordination as an evangelical pastor at the age of 32. Now somebody shout hallelujah. The Brazilian footballer shared the news on his social media accounts, revealing a significant transition in his life. Firmino, alongside his wife, was ordained as a pastor at the church they founded 3 years ago, and the dedication ceremony took place last Sunday in his hometown of Maceió. In a heartfelt message, Firmino expressed that becoming a pastor was not an initial goal, but a mission that emerged from his encounter with Christ. Since our encounter with Christ, a longing burns in our hearts that people may know this love that has reached us. Now we have another responsibility to be pastors according to the heart of God and to cooperate with the kingdom, Firmino stated. Firmino enjoyed a prolific career at Liverpool from 2015 to 2023, during which he secured 7 major titles, including the 2019-2020 Premier League and the 2018-2019 UEFA Champions League. Now, one of his standout moments was scoring the decisive goal in the 2019 Club World Cup final, securing the title for the Reds. Last season, Firmino played 34 games for Al Ahly, securing 9 goals. He also represented the Brazilian national team, participating in the 2018 World Cup. Now, currently, Roberto Firmino continues his football career with the Saudi Arabian club Al Ahly, where he played 34 matches in all competitions last season, scoring 9 goals and providing 7 assists. Carlos Alcaraz overpowered 7-time champion Novak Djokovic in straight sets to retain his Wimbledon title on Sunday in a brutal statement that a new era of men's tennis had arrived. The Spanish third seed produced a performance combining awesome power with delicate touch to win 6-2, 6-2, 7-6, collecting the 4th Grand Slam of his young career. He is also just the 6th man to win the French Open and Wimbledon back-to-back. Djokovic, 37-year-old, who had knee surgery just weeks ago, was aiming to win a 25th Grand Slam, which would have been a record in the men's and women's game. But he had no answers in the center court sunshine as the electric Alcaraz pounded him from the back of the court and treated the crowd to an array of his trademark drop shots. Alcaraz seized the initiative in a first game of breathtaking quality lasting 14 minutes, taking advantage of his fifth breakpoint. The Spaniard settled quickly into his routine on serve and went up a double break when Djokovic double faulted in the fifth game. The shell-shocked Serbian, playing in his 10th Wimbledon final, held serve to love to close the gap to 5-2 but dumped the ball into the net to hand the Spaniard the first set. Alcaraz was immediately on the front foot in the second set, forcing a break in the first game and fending off pressure on his own serve to take a 2-0 lead. A Djokovic backhand into the net in the seventh game handed Alcaraz another breakpoint, and a double fault puts the defending champion 5-2 up and on the cusp of a 2-set lead. Now finally, we've come to the end of this episode of Sports Recap with Adejoke Adebisi. Now please don't you forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. My name remains Adejoke Adebisi, and I'll see you guys again some other time. Bye. I love you.